for Henry. And we're going to go through some questions that I basically come up with to ask the cards. Turn off my light for a minute. I'm going to set my phone down. Let's see. Put my... I'm going to set my phone down so that I can shuffle cards. All right, I'm doing a live shuffle. First question for Henry Cavill's energy. Okay, so the question I have is Henry spending Christmas with Natalie? Clarify if Henry is spending Christmas with Natalie. Yes or no? So far I got the Death card. And I got an Ace of Swords reversed. So there is some kind of change that has taken place. An ending of something has happened. And the Ace of Swords represents the answer no. So, especially in reverse. They say no because of Seven of Swords. So, her scheming, her trying to take off with shit, sneaking around, doing something shady, some shady business. Let's clarify the Death. Ace of Cups reversed. So there's probably a lot of upset right now. There's just a lot of unhappiness because Ace of Cups reversed is reflecting upset. Knight of Swords, somebody's upset with her, trying to send out information. Knight of Swords here. So somebody's probably putting an end, or maybe this is upsetting news. Clarify who's upset. Who is upset? Who is upset? I got a Magician. Seven of Cups reversed. Okay, somebody that's just trying to manipulate delusions. Queen of Wands reversed. They clarify Queen of Wands reversed. Let me try this again. Who is the one that's upset? Clarify who is upset. I mean, it could only be one person. Somebody that's in isolation. The Hermit. The Challenge is the Star. Okay. So, this is Natalie being upset, most likely, because she's not being able to manipulate ideas or stuff to broadcast or show off and to the audiences. She's in isolation. She's not around Henry. They're probably forcing her out into the cold, the hermit energy. So she's over here searching with her lantern. So she may be looking for ways to get attention in the media, or attention from the audience, because the star is crossing. Her challenge is getting recognition or getting something in the media somehow. And then we got the moon upright. So she's hiding this. She's hiding the fact that she's manipulating delusions. Seven of Cups reverse is always delusions. When it's in upright, it's ideas, fantasies. In reverse, it's literally delusions. It's a deluded fantasy. And it is showing Magician, so something she wishes to manipulate or manifest. So they are telling me she's upset because or she's upset with this news because, or the actions, Knight of Swords, because something's changed with the Death card. Something has ended, or there's like a complete halt to something, complete death. And they just say that she's not spending Christmas with him. So, interesting. Clarify if Henry is pretending to be a dad to the baby, or the baby that she's using. Because I know for a fact she don't have a child of her own. And he definitely didn't have a child with her. So, clarify if Henry is pretending to be a baby. I'm sorry. Pretending to be a father to a baby. Clarify if he is trying to be a father to a child that is not his. Clarify. Clarify, what is Henry doing with this child that's being used? Okay, it just shows Henry having a headache. Nine of Wands here, and then it shows Three of Cups, and then the Nine of Cups, and then King of Cups reverse. So I know that that's him being unhappy. He's not in it. His heart's not in it, and it's because they're working together. When I say there, I mean her and her friends are working together to display shit around this child, and this is giving him a headache. Nine of Wands. It's a battle for him. It's a hardship, and he does not support, and he doesn't have it in. It's not in his heart's not into it. Like King of Cups reverse is like somebody that's not feeling it, somebody that's not in love, not in interest at all emotionally. So it shows it here. The Fool, the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands. So while they're on the brighter side of things, Natalie and her friends, they're probably doing really foolish shit using the child. He's having a hardship. There's a hardship. Five of Pentacles, and then the Five of Wands is conflicts. So she's stirring up conflicts and problems doing this. Clarify if Henry is in any way encouraging Natalie with this child shit. This baby crap. Okay, they confirm. The Five of Swords fell out over the Hermit, so I know this is Natalie's energy right now. She's outright just fucking him over. Five of Swords is betrayal. Doing something fucked up because they want to. Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords reversed. So they're confirming that she's actually just committed to a lie. And investing into the lie here. This Five of Swords for Hermit, and this is her energy. Her trying to manipulate, or wanting to manipulate and manifest delusions, but that she's hiding this right now. She's hiding the fact that she's upset because certain actions have been taken to put an end to something, and they're saying that no, she's not spending Christmas with Henry because of this Seven of Swords, is scheming. So it shows here this whole situation with Natalie and the child, in regards to the question if Henry's encouraging Natalie with this baby shit. It doesn't look like it to me. This is somebody doing something incredibly fucked up, and committing and investing themselves into a lie. Queen of Swords reverse, King of Swords reverse. They're both masters of communication when they're upright. When they're reversed, it means that they're lying or manipulating truths, lying, misleading people. So this just tells me plainly that she's committing herself to a lie. She's lying. The child is not hers, is not his. She's invested and working steadily on this lie that she's decided to betray and fuck Henry over with. She's trying to get away with some shit here. So they confirm that Henry's not exactly encouraging this shit with her. This is just her just being blatantly fucked up and doing this for a lie. They show he's very non-supportive of a display of this child, and it seems that she's working together with others. Her friend group here is the Three of Cups, and he's having a headache over this Nine of Wands. It's pretty disgusting. Look at the mood of this energy, and then look at this. Does this explain to you, especially this masculine card, King of Cups? Why the fuck is Henry upset? Not into whatever's happening here. Why isn't his heart in it? When he's in reverse, the emotion is spilled out of that cup. He does not support something here. And they show me that the display and this smug shit is coming from Natalie and her friend group. It's not his energy. He's actually having a headache over it. Nine of Wands is a battle. Like, she's doing some really fucked up shit. And she's trying to fuck with his mental health. He's glaring over at the Three of Cups. He's like, he can't possibly fucking believe this. It's like, these bitches are fucking working together to display this kid that he doesn't want. That he doesn't support and doesn't have his heart in at all. So we got these women that are fucking helping her do shit that they shouldn't. And then they reflect the energy again. This eternal optimist, childish fool here who's causing a hardship by causing conflict. So they confirm that Natalie's using this kid that she's borrowing from her friend group and people that are close to her to cause a hardship and conflicts. She's weaponizing a child. She's deliberately doing something incredibly fucked up, and she is lying. She's not telling the truth. So this child is not real. It's not hers. The child may belong to someone else. It's not hers. It's not his. It's not from them. It's not because they wanted a child. She's doing this because she wants to cause problems for Henry. And that is about it. Okay, I'm putting my phone down again. We're going to do another reading here. Another question. So she's not sending Christmas to him. She's too busy scheming. Alright, so what's going to happen? What's going to happen with this PR shit? Clarify what's happening with the PR shit. The Queen of Wands. Okay, clarify Queen of Wands. They just dropped Queen of Wands, so we're going to look at what energy is surrounding Natalie's PR. And they got the Ace of Swords reverse again here, so she's definitely lying. And then we got a King of Swords who's challenging the lie. So King of Swords upright, who's walling off the Ace of Swords reverse. So this is the King of Swords who is actually challenging the lie that Natalie's trying to display or represent here. Okay, clarify this King of Swords. I got Three of Wands. I think Henry has plans to go somewhere else. Get away from this energy, and he doesn't have any plans taking it forward. So I can see why he's blocking off the lie. He doesn't have any plans to include her in this lie into the future. And he's also avoiding a tower. So by blocking off this lie, challenging this lie, he's avoiding a tower. Her challenge is Four of Pentacles. So she's fucking overly attached to a situation, overly invested to a situation. And her challenge is releasing her attachment, which is fucking hilarious. It shows here how clingy somebody's behaving. Seven of Cups here. She's got ideas, fantasies in her head that she's having trouble letting go of. Clarify this energy. Six of Swords. She don't want to she doesn't want him to move away from her. Six of Swords reversed. Her challenge is Ace of Pentacles, so having security, having money, is basically a challenge, a hardship for her. So I can see why she doesn't want him to move on and move away from him. I think she's waiting for a renewal. She thinks she's gonna somehow get a renewal from him, which is interesting because I see Henry literally walling off the lie that she's started. She thinks she's gonna sit here quietly and wait for an opportunity. Clarify. Yeah, because it's about committing to her lie. See, we got the Seven of Swords again, the Queen of Swords reversed, and the Knight of Pentacles reversed. So she's still committed to a lie, and she wants to continue doing this lie. So, and it looks to me that Henry has plans to get away and move on. So, I mean, she's not, I think her problem is being able to release the fact that he's literally leaving. He wants to leave her behind completely. Her and the lie. It's literally showing her and the lie itself. Look at this. Her and the lie. He's blocking, cutting off, and he's moving on. He's turning his back on it to avoid a tower. He doesn't want his life ruined by this bitch. Okay, and it shows here. Her challenge is Ace of Pentacles and Four of Pentacles. Her challenge is her sense of security and her inability to release attachment, investment to an energy. She wants to hold on to the resources, the foundations, whatever she thought she was going to get off of Henry financially, or the living arrangement. It could be a number of things that she's attached to. Her ideas, it even shows the fantasies, her daydreams, the fantasy Seven of Cups. She knows that he's trying to get away from her, and she doesn't want him to be able to sell off and get away from her. And then here she is. I mean, this could honestly be Henry energy, this top row. Henry may be isolating because he wants to move on romantically, but I also think that Natalie's hoping and waiting for a renewal romantically. But unfortunately, she's the one that's committed to lying and to this scheming. She's actually scheming right now, Seven of Swords, for her to be able to continue lying. She wants to lie for a living. And this is why she's having trouble with her security right now, because it looks like Henry is making a change. Let's clarify the King of Swords. He's had enough of this woman. Look at this face. Oh, he can't fucking stand her. Look at this face. You see that? I don't want nothing to do with this bitch and her lie. Look at that. He knows what she's up to. He's getting all kinds of messages. He wants to get up. Oh, he's content to cut her off. The fact that that came out as a clarifier for King of Swords tells me that he's quite good. He's fucking smug as fuck, being the King of Swords, cutting her off, blocking her. He's being very strict with her, and I think that he's gonna continue doing this moving forward. Three of Wands. She thinks she's gonna somehow get a renewal, but I'm seeing her having issues letting go. She's insecure. Ten of Cups. There's no family life. She's insecure. Ten of Cups reverse. There's a lot of disharmony she's causing because of her insecurity, and she is not the idol apple. So they even acknowledge, the cards are acknowledging that Natalie is not an ideal apple for Henry. I would see this, if Henry saw Natalie as a certain way, it would describe her as like, oh, being apple of his eye, Nine of Pentacles. In reversed, she ain't the woman of worth. She's not a woman that he wants. She's very insecure, unstable emotionally. And then it shows Ten of Cups reversed. She's very unstable for her family life. She knows she is. Look at this behavior. She's aware she causes disharmony. She's aware she's not the ideal apple. But she's fucking just acting out over here. Using lies and shit. And maybe she's boo-hooing upset because he's content to be an asshole and cut her off. I mean, he's not being an asshole. He's actually setting his boundaries with her because she's a sick person, which is fine. He can be that asshole. I've actually been telling him he needs to channel his inner asshole and cut her to fuck off. Because that's what's going to protect his energies. Him setting the boundary with her, being the asshole, is going to deter her from being around or coming around. She's going to get tired of coming up against this fucking barrier. If he's strict and doesn't want nothing to do with her and keeps stands his ground with this woman, she's going to get tired of trying to fucking challenge him. Okay, he's got the fucking sword upright and she's got it in reverse. She doesn't have a victory, he does. You know, he's going to have the victory by cutting her off. So, yeah, and he's not happy with her. He's not happy. He doesn't want to, it's like disgust. I can see the disgust in his face. Oh, he is not fucking content with her. He doesn't want nothing to do with her. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. That's literally his energy. And then it says that he's pretty good. He's set on doing this. Moving forward, he's gonna be fucking happy to cut her off. To avoid this tower. Because she's trying to destroy his life. And so that's the energy. It's literally what's happening behind the scenes. This is not fucking fantasy. This is the tarot telling you the energy of what's going on behind the scenes. The cards don't fucking lie. They don't have a bias. They're going to tell you exactly what's happening. If you ask the question, and if you know how to translate the suits, they will tell you. Clarify. Let's see. Clarify this Ace of Wands. Who's waiting for this opportunity over here? Clarify this top row. Four of Swords, Knight of Cups, Ace of Wands. Who's waiting for that energy? Clarify. Who's waiting for a new start or new beginning romantically? They showed me the Emperor at first. I'm going to try it again, just to make sure. Whose energy is the Four of Swords, Knight of Cups, Ace of Wands. Let's see if I can get a character suit. My dog's quiet. Wonder what she's up to. She only gets quiet when she's chewing on something. Clarify, who is the one that's waiting for a renewal with the Ace of Wands? Okay, somebody that is not seeing clearly, who's not getting the teamwork from people. A delusional individual, most likely. Somebody's just not seeing the reality for what it is. So they're confirming that Natalie's holed up in isolation and she's actually waiting for a new opportunity to come out of a situation with Henry, because she's committed to lying. And this is what she's scheming to do. But they confirmed Three of Pentacles reversed. So some people are not cooperating with her, which makes sense. Henry's not cooperating with her. She's got a misguided perception with the High Priestess reverse. So they confirm that she is waiting for a renewal, but I don't think she's going to get it. I'm going to clear. Let's ask if she's going to get a renewal with Henry's PR. Because that seems like what she's up to with Seven of Swords over here, trying to scheme for it. Which is funny. Oh, we got Page of Cups reversed. That's a no. She gets rejected for it. Natalie's not going to have a renewal of that contract. I'm just letting y'all know in advance. Hear it from me. From my channel. They answered plainly. I asked specifically if she's getting a new start with Henry, a renewal for that contract, PR with Henry, so she can. It says no, she gets rejected. So Page of Cups reverse is an outright no. What's happening? What's going to happen with the child's? What's going to happen with the child stuff? Oh wait, they show me Sun reverse, so she gets suppressed. Okay, so they show me suppression. Okay, so they're going to get control over this energy here with the child that she's trying to use in the media. They're gaining control, trying to grab the reins of control. The strength here is about taming the beast. Oh, it looks like, let's see, clarify what they're doing. The Chariot and the Temperance. So to balance everything out, they're controlling this shit. They're gonna get control over the reins that she's trying to direct. And it's not exactly a secret. The Hermit reversed. It's not exactly a secret. You guys knew that Henry's not doing shit for her with this child. He's not acknowledging it. He's not doing anything. She's not being backed. Six of Wands reverse, which is a great fortune or a good luck. Actually, the Wheel of Fortune is about a positive turnout for Henry. Her world flips. We got the world reverse, and then we got Six of Wands reverse. So she's not being backed and supported. Her world flips upside down. So she loses stability. And she's going to have to be quick on her feet and move on to something else, because Page of Wands here is about needing to let go of shit, or let go of the what she's carrying to move forward into a better energy. So she's gonna have to move on with her ambitions, is the way they're describing it via the tarot. Her ambition is to take advantage of Henry's situation and fake this child thing, right? Well, they're over here saying that she's gonna have to move on to something else, because her world's gonna be flipped, and these people are gonna get control over this child shit that she's trying to use and play around with. Empress reversed. The Death. Oh, they're ending Empress reverse, and she's in defense mode. Seven of Wands. She's gonna be fending for herself. Seven of Wands is standing alone, fighting against the popular opinion or the greater force. Here we are. They're gonna put an end to Empress reverse, into this fucking bullshit Natalie's been doing. They're putting an end to her as a person. She's Empress reverse. Empress reverse is somebody who takes advantage of resources or foundations, being a manipulative person, using feminine, using motherhood, using womanly attributes. Okay. And then it shows here the Death. So they're putting an end to her. And now she's stuck in this defense. Look at Seven of Wands fighting against what they're... Look, see how people are demanding money? The green on the wands are the money that they're demanding. She probably owes people money. She's not able to pay them. So I don't think she's going to be able to continue doing anything with this lie. They're saying that her world flips and she's going to have to go elsewhere with her little ambitious BS. Okay? Her trying to be a little opportunist with Page of Wands. She's going to have to be an opportunist in some other way, because her world's flipping. The divine fates are not backing her, and her world flips. So she loses complete stability around the situation with the child. And the situation with Henry, all that is not going in her favor. Is basically what they're saying to me. And then they say here that she is being controlled, or they're going to get tighten the reins on this to overcome the obstacles and problems. And they're going to balance things out by getting control over her, which is not a secret. So, This whole thing with the child is going to be wrapped up, controlled. She's not going to be able to continue going anywhere with that, looks like. That's why her world flips. We got the Knight of Wands. Some kind of action is being taken right now around the illusions. Eight of Swords. So she may be jumping into action to continue with the Eight of Swords of the illusions that she's trying to put up in the media and stuff. She's still trying to convince people, but it's because she's in the Nine of Swords. She's stressing out. She knows that she's about to be fucking up and left and be left hanging with her illusions. She's gonna be controlled by her shit. She doesn't let go of this whole thing. And it says here, 5 of Cups, she's actually boo-hooing over shit. Because she's like, oh, boo-hoo, I didn't get to do PR with my friends. 3 of Cups with the 2 of Wands. So she's over here boo-hooing because she wanted PR stunts. The 2 of Wands and then 3 of Cups. I can see why she might be boo-hooing about that. Because she likes to use those instances to push the baby shit, right? Since Henry doesn't want to participate with her. She's using her friend group as an excuse to get PR stunts. So she's probably trying to like make demands and be like, I want this PR with my friends, with the baby and this, and I think they're fucking blocking her ass. There's conflicts with this. 8 of Cups, they're leaving that behind. They're like, sorry, but Henry's leaving this behind. She's stressing out. She knows that he's up and trying to get away from this energy. So jump into action to put her illusions out there. 8 of Swords, spin her web of lies, web of illusions, and then 9 of Swords because she's stressing out over this disappointing news that she's upset, boo-hooing because she wants to do a 2 of Wands PR stunt with the friend group. So she's still trying to see if she can manipulate and cry about not getting PR that she wants to do so that she can continue shoving this fake ass shit in our throats and our faces. But it shows here that Henry's moving away. There's conflicts with this, what she wants, because Henry's walking away from that. He's leaving that behind. So they're already confirming that Henry's already leaving. She can sit here and argue and bicker and fight and groan and moan, whatever, about what she wants to do with the PR, but Henry's leaving anyways. So I don't think her fighting, bickering, and trying to get her way with this is going to change anything. I don't think it's going to help change her stance or whatever's going on right now. It seems like her world flips anyways, and she's going to have to move on to something else. So like visibility wise, I swear to God, I hope I got that on fucking camera. I might have to double check. I hate when my phone disconnects and then reconnects. Let me just make sure I translated that properly. Okay, I might have to repeat myself. So I don't know why it just cut me off. She wants to have PR stunts with her friend group, right? This 2 of Wands and the 5 of Cups. So she's upset over here. She's over here boo-hooing because she wants to do another PR stunt with her friend group. She's stressing out because Henry, he's to be quick on her feet. Let me just make sure. So her world flips. Her world flip is going to have to move on to something else. They're not backing her. Henry's avoiding a tower. She's going to be left defending for herself. They say they're putting an end to Empress Reverse, so they're putting an end to her. So she is not going anywhere. She's not going anywhere. That's positive for her situation. She's not moving forward. She's upset. Queen of Wands, Ace of Cups reversed. Queen of Wands upright. She wants to display the lie. She came out with the Ace of Swords reversed. her and her lie. Henry's challenging, and he's content to do that. And they say that Henry's moving on. He's moving on out. He's turning his whole back around that. Her challenge is her attachment. Four of Pentacles, and then the Ace of Pentacles. And then she doesn't want Henry to move on or be able to sail away from this energy. So she's trying to figure it out, brainstorm. So yeah, they're just saying that she's leaping into action around her illusions right now, or trying to, because she's stressed and upset over the fact she wants to do another PR. So, a PR stunt with the friend group. And it says that unfortunately there's conflicts with that request because Henry's leaving. So, yeah. I don't think she's getting her way with this interest of hers. She wants to do something specifically, and they're not going to let her. Let's clarify the Eight of Cups. I'm going to put all my cards back in the deck and clarify. Henry walking away, right? They're saying, unfortunately, Five of Wands, there's conflicts with the fact, because Henry's walking away, Eight of Cups. So let's clarify this energy. So is Henry leaving Natalie for good? Let's see. Is Henry finally leaving this woman and her fucking bullshit? Is he really cutting her out completely? I mean, this is the month of December. This is a reading for December, but this is showing up already in December in the cards. So I think that something is going on. Clarify if Henry's really getting rid of Natalie. If he's getting away from her and getting rid of her. It says here he's leaving. So he's leaving. Eight of Cups. Clarify Eight of Cups, please. Clarify this Eight of Cups. Okay, so his wish is being granted. The Star and then the Devil. So I think that they are getting control over this situation and they're granting a wish. So they're getting control over the illusions. Eight of Swords. They're granting a wish. I think it's finally manifesting. His desire, what he wants. Yep. Ace of Cups. So they're saying yes. That Henry is getting rid of Natalie finally. Yep. Eight of Cups again came up. Yes, Eight of Cups is literally what they just translated. Ace of Cups, Eight of Cups. These two cards came out, one after the other. So they're saying that his wish is granted. They are getting control over the Eight of Swords, so the illusions that Natalie's trying to keep. And then Ace of Cups, Eight of Cups. So yes, he is walking away, leaving. So they confirm. He's leaving. Finally. And then they're saying this opportunist is strung up upside down. The Page of Wands reverse and then the Hanged Man. So she her situation remains unchangeable. Like she's unable to shift where she wants it. It's literally she's being stopped. Her reputation is bad, Emperor reverse. So she's not looking good on paper right now either. Especially since the rumors are getting out to the world, the audience here. So there's a lot of discussion going on in the audience of the world and the Four Wands. So it's getting out how she's been behaving. Queen of Wands reversed. So she's not looking good on paper at all. The Emperor reversed. She's got a bad reputation. You know, she's not being able to take care of her responsibilities. She's not being able to take charge or take care of her own housing. Like, she doesn't look responsible. She's not looking good on paper. She's actually insecure about this. Ooh, she's insecure because she's aware of the fact that there's this communication's getting out. She knows she's being there's an ending starting. She's being ended by Queen of Pentacles, so communications are getting out. She's having a tough battle over this. She's insecure. And I guess they're getting confirmation or proof that she is behaving this way because of a Queen of Pentacles. So she is behaving unhinged with a mental health crisis and an inability to take care of her stuff because of a Queen of Pentacles. They're aware that she did all this energy because of Henry and a Queen of Pentacles. So her trying to screw Henry over, pin him down. See how it's like Superman cape here, being pinned down by criticism or things that are said. And it has to do with Queen of Pentacles. So they're aware. The people that she needs to be impressing are aware that she's doing all of this misbehavior because she found out about Queen of Pentacles with Henry. So she's not looking good on paper. She's got a bad reputation. And now they're like, okay, we're just going to fucking string this opportunist, this negative opportunist upside down. We're going to tie her up and fucking just make sure she's unable to transform her situation. And it's getting out how she's behaving. Queen of Wands reversed. The rumor mills, and then the world. So the audience is the world. The rumor mills is the Four of Wands. So her peers are becoming aware of her behavior, her unstable behavior. Queen of Wands reversed. Emperor reversed. Queen of Cups reversed. Emotionally unhinged, emotionally manipulative, vindictive, being literally emotionally crashing out over here. And then we got the Queen of Wands reversed, so her being overly chaotic, combative, argumentative, fighting. Queen of Wands reversed. This is literally how she's behaving. And then she's not being responsible. She's not an emperor status upright. She's the emperor status reversed, which is somebody that's lost their reputation, or somebody that's they have a bad reputation and they're not able to take care of their business or whatever they've been working on. So, yeah, they are looking at her as a negative opportunist. They're looking at her exactly as she is. And apparently it's getting out that she's only done all this because of trying to pin Henry down, literally trying to screw him over and keep him stuck with her. That's what Ten of Swords is saying, because of him and a Queen of Pentacles, somebody that he wants to be with, somebody that he wants to invest into. So it's getting out that she's only done all this because of another woman that Henry actually wants to be with. So it's fucking hilarious how her peers, the people that she should be trying to impress, are fully aware of what she's fucking doing and what she's behaving like. I don't know how she's not embarrassed. Like, you want to go to your job and act unhinged as fuck. That's literally what she's doing to herself. And yeah, she's not looking good on paper anymore. The Emperor reversed. So I don't think she's going to be able to transform her situation. The Death reversed. She's not be able to move on and transform or do something better for her. She's not moving into better. If anything, she's going to have problems still. They're getting control over her illusions. And yeah, his wish is being granted. So he can leave. Yeah, and they're aware that she manipulated things in the media officially so that she could remove her own hardship. So that's getting out too. And since Henry had the challenge, the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is a challenge. Henry unable to take action immediately, taking advantage of the fact that he was unable to do something immediately. And so she tried to manipulate her way around things officially so that she could get out of hardship. So apparently this is something her superiors, people are becoming aware of. So they're aware of the fact that she's only, like, she's basically manipulated officialness of certain things because she was manipulating her way to get out of hardship and crisis. And while Henry was unable to take action or do something immediately. So yeah, they're really seeing what kind of negative opportunist she is. She's a thief is what it is. And they're aware that she's causing a lot of headache and stress for Henry. Like, and they're completely aware of Henry's state of mind right now. Him being stressed, being peer pressured, him not being able to rest and do take care of himself. They're seeing all this. People that work with Henry, that are around him, are aware of what kind of stress he's under because of Natalie. So, indeed. I think Natalie's going to have a hard time defending herself. Everyone can see what kind of damage she's causing in Henry's life. For her own gain, I might add. Okay, and they're going to balance everything out with some kind of news. So there's gonna be news or messages about Henry's unhappiness. Henry being unhappy and just not doing well emotionally, and there's gonna be tangibility to him or whatever he's working on, his next moves. I mean, most likely his stuff to do with films, but there may be some kind of, I guess, public stunt so that he could show, or so that they can show what's happening. I wouldn't say like fake it. I don't think he's faking it. His distress. I think it's more or less like putting out information to the media in the form of news or a message that he's very much unhappy, very upset, very much not in love with Natalie. There's going to be tangibility to this and him trying to work, and maybe it has to do with him working and going out and traveling because of work. It may have to do with money, him being able to collect money. So there will be probably news about his unhappiness and the situation around the time that he does make money from film, his next film projects. There's 2 big film projects he's going to be working on, and that's going to be earning him everything he's worth. So I think that, yeah, you should be expecting some news around that time about what's happening with the situation. So they're probably going to inform the public, finally. Yeah, so Natalie's being known as somebody that took advantage of PR and tried to manipulate this grand story and scheme to basically screw Henry over and get herself more security. And also, she's going to be known for somebody that did this very unhinged behavior because Henry and a different woman wanted to, So it's going to be well known that Natalie did all this shit. She lied. She did all this stuff with the baby and everything because she was trying to stop Henry Penn. Basically, like to be with. Queen of Swords reversed. So they're saying that her romantic delusions here, it says here, the High Priestess, the Knight of Cups, and the Queen of Swords reversed. So they confirm that Natalie's been lying about her romance. It's almost a delusional gesture at this point. Like, people are recognizing this. That's being exposed. See, I just said it. The moon reversed. It's being exposed. Like, she was brainstorming things around this PR shit in a way that was delusional and a lie. And it was underlining lies. So she's going to be known for that. It's going to be well known that she was not even a real girlfriend. At this point, it's going to get out online that she was just trying to take advantage of a situation with the PR and manipulate people using womanly whims. Okay, if you want to be technical with the Empress and the translations here, this is a woman taking advantage of foundations, material world stuff, not a mother faking a pregnancy. Empress reverse, literally, to get her way, to get stability. A Knight of Swords, I'm sorry, Page of Swords is online. People are realizing that she faked a pregnancy. This is observable now. It's not rocket science. It's not a mystery. People are aware now. She's just straight up lying about her romance. She's straight up delusional, deluded. And it's being exposed. The moon reverse. This has all been revealed. So, yeah, this is what's happening. Finally, people are seeing things for what they are, not for what she's trying to make them out to be, using the officialness of posts and certain things with her manipulative little tactics. People are realizing the reality of the situation. And even her superiors, people that she should be trying to impress, are aware of her behavior, her unhinged behavior. So yeah, she's just gonna get screwed over. I guess Henry had to do this a certain way so that she could get fucking hella screwed. Ace of Swords, I think Henry's got he's getting a victory. He's getting a breakthrough over the situation. He's being able to clean up this mess. Probably, most likely cut out the situation with the child. He's juggling things right now. There's a lot of actions going on behind the scenes. They're saying he's able to block and cut off the burden. He's going to be able to clean up the mess and move on. They're cutting out the child. And then it says here, Maid of Wands. So there's some actions being taken right now behind the scenes. He's juggling while she's over here, while there's arguments and debates. Henry's having a breakthrough. They're literally saying, like, while people are debating, arguing, fighting, and bickering amongst themselves, this is most likely Natalie's energy trying to argue over this lie she's presenting. They're basically saying they're juggling the course of action to give Henry the breakthrough, which is to cut out this child so he can clean up the mess. So yeah, I think Natalie did herself in with this one. She got a little distracted with the little arguments she kept getting herself involved in, and they took advantage of that situation while her being distracted with all that arguing, bickering, and they decided, okay, time to cut out the child. It's not Henry's. So that Henry can move on, rebuild his life, and clean up the mess that she's made. So they were doing this simultaneously. There's a juggling act with this course of action. So Henry has the breakthrough. Yeah, so... and he's doing it quickly. 10 of Wands is trying to be quick about it while they're cutting out the child situation. So I think Henry's being able to get away from this whole energy. I wouldn't be surprised if some kind of revelation takes place. The fact that Henry's not a father to a child, and that the truth comes out as it is in plain, that Natalie just straight up took advantage of a PR situation agreement and quite literally schemed her way around keeping Henry stuck to her in the media with using a child. So that most likely will get out to the media officially at some point, and Natalie's world will flip, and everyone will know she was never a mother. She never had a child. People will know she was an Empress reverse, somebody that faked a pregnancy. They're gonna see that. There's gonna be evidence all over the internet. There already is, that she was straight up lying about her romantic life, and it was almost borderline delusional, like deluded romance. Like, that is being exposed, been revealed, and now everybody's observing this. So yeah, this is what's happening, and this is the current energy. Yeah, so Henry's able to get up out of there. I don't know if I want to put time frames on this yet. I mean, this is for the month of December. This being done in December. It could apply to January or the months that follow, but ultimately this is the energy that Henry's like in currently, and it should be something he's in the following months. So I guess Henry's gonna be able to get out of the situation with her, is what they're basically hinting at. And it looks like Natalie gets screwed over by her own schemes and her own lies, illusions. And then the people that she should have been impressing, cutting her off. I mean, I don't think they would be impressed by somebody like her anyway. She's psychotic, unhinged. I'm not surprised that she's got people turning her away and not wanting anything to do with her. I'm not surprised. And it's all over the internet. Apparently, people are finding out about a lot of shit. Her superiors, people that she should be trying to get jobs from, or trying to impress to get work from. I think they're all becoming aware of what she's doing, why she's doing it, the truth, the reality of the fact she doesn't have a child with Henry was all manipulation. It basically a scandal is what's is coming out of this. A scandal. Natalie is the problem, and it shows that everyone's becoming aware of the fact how big of a problem she is, and how she was trying to screw Henry over and force his hand of participation. So Henry gets to walk away. So that's great news to see in the cards. Thanks for watching, guys.